What's going on, dudes and dudettes? In today's video, we are going to be discussing the top 5 beginner jump rope mistakes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. So first and foremost, I want to say that we have made a couple of videos in the past about tripping over your rope, beginner jump rope mistakes, things like that. But it's been quite some time, actually a couple of years, since we've revisited this topic. So some of the things that we're going to talk about today, we've never mentioned before. And these are definitely tips that if you are starting out jumping rope, you should definitely take these into consideration, because the better form that you have and the more that you avoid these mistakes at the beginning of your jump rope journey, the faster you're not only going to learn jump rope, the more you're going to have fun with it, and also the better results you're gonna get for weight loss. Without further ado, let's get into the mistakes. The number one thing that we see typically with people learning to jump rope, or the mistake that they are making, is bringing their elbows too wide. Now, when you bring your elbows out too wide, what that does immediately is shortens the rope. And I don't need to go into super detail about this. When your elbows are away from your body, the rope actually becomes shorter, so the chances of you hitting your feet or your head are greatly increased. So the way that we correct for this is by bringing our elbows in as much as we are able to. Another thing that I'm gonna get into in a later point is that when you bring your elbows in, you also are able to control the rope more and make it tighter. So for this first one, do not have your elbows out too wide. And number 2, the biggest mistake that we see is people not having the right length of rope. So this manifests itself in, if your rope is too short, you're definitely gonna notice, because there's not gonna be enough room for your feet to jump around and move around, so you're gonna constantly be tripping on the rope. And on the flip side of that, if your rope is too long, there's going to be too much rope to swing around, meaning that the rope will probably not be tight and it will be loose, which will also cause you to trip and mess up your form. So the way that we measure our jump rope properly, we've said this on a number of videos in the past, and a really simple way to do this is to just step in the middle of your rope using your right or your left foot, and then pulling the handles up, and right where the rope ends and the handles start, that should be about right underneath your armpit, right in the middle of your chest area. The third mistake that we see all too often is using your arms too much. So when a lot of people who are starting out go to jump rope, they're spinning the rope almost as if it's a kettlebell or a dumbbell. They're using their arms too much. Proper jump rope form requires that you only use your wrists and your forearms, and they stay in that core area, center of your body. Now, the reason I say this is because the middle or the core of your body is the source of tension and power when jumping rope. The tighter and more close together your wrists are, the faster and tighter the rope will spin. A cool example to think about is a figure skater. When they go to do a bunch of spins really, really fast, notice how they keep their arms, they start off wide, and then their arms come in as they spin faster and faster and faster and faster. It's the same idea with a jump rope. If you have your arms out here and you're flailing them around like this, the rope is not, it has no center of tension, so it's just loose and flying everywhere. Versus, if you bring that center of tension in here, that center of tension and power is one centrally located area, it's very tight, and then everything else around it is spinning very fast and tight. Number 4, jumping too high, or leg kicking, or just using your legs too much. That's a very common mistake that we see. And it makes a lot of sense, because when people are starting to jump rope, there's always that initial fear or just thing going on in your head that's like, okay, here comes the rope, I have to jump over it. So rather than jumping over it just the slightest amount so that you can get ready for the next jump, what a lot of people do is put all their focus into that one jump so they can get over the rope, usually kicking their feet back or jumping too high. And then when they land, they mess up because they're not ready to go into the next rotation. This leads to an inconsistent rhythm that is all over the place. Good jump rope form means clearing the rope with your feet at the very last second before your feet hit the floor, so you're poised and ready for the next rotation. And the last mistake that we see a bunch that we really hope that you guys avoid is doing too much too soon. I think a lot more people would be jumping rope and enjoying it, having fun with it, losing weight with it, if they were able to get over that little injury barrier. And what I mean by that is a lot of people get so excited about jumping rope that right out of the gate, they've never jumped rope before, and right out of the gate, they're doing it every day for 10, 20, 30 minutes. That is a very easy way to lead yourself to an injury, and most people never get out of this space, which means they work super hard, they injure themselves, they rest up a little bit, and then they get right back into it. They work too hard, they injure themselves, and they never get to that sweet spot where they can jump rope 5 to 6 times a week and have it feel comfortable. So what we'd recommend is starting off gradually. The first thing we always say to people when jumping rope is make sure you are not doing it every day. Make sure you're taking a rest day every other day, okay? So if you jump rope, it should start off something like 2 to 5 minutes, and then you take a rest day. The following day, 2 to 5 minutes, take a rest day. You sort of slowly want to build up the time that you're jumping rope until you're like Brandon or myself, where we can jump rope 5 to even 7 days every single day a week, jump rope for 30 minutes, and our body is used to that pressure and it doesn't get injured. So the way to fix this is just not to go crazy at first, just do a little bit at a time, making sure that you are resting enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so for 2021 and right now, and after all the questions you guys have been asking us and all the comments we've been reading for years, these are the top 5 mistakes that we see people struggling with the most. Now, I do have here a little list of honorable mentions that didn't make the top 5, and those are making sure that you're using a mat or jumping rope on a smooth surface. Another mistake is that people are not wearing the right shoes, which we did make a shoe video recently, and I walk you through all the different sneakers that I wear to jump rope in, so go check that out if you have not seen it. And lastly, the other mistake that people make is they're not having fun or they're not enjoying the process. Jump rope is something that is not gonna come to you immediately, but like anything else, with practice, with patience, it is something that can not only get you an amazing physical weight loss result, but it's just super fun. So enjoy the process, be patient, and don't compare yourself to others as you learn how to jump rope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we hope this video was helpful. We haven't made one like this in a while, so go ahead, please comment below. Let us know your thoughts. If we missed any mistake that you were thinking of this whole time, also go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, followed by a subscribe to the channel if you want to receive just more information on how to jump rope, get lean, and live more. Our favorite jump ropes are linked up as they always are. Remember, you can enter the code DOTHETHING at checkout to get 10% off. And very finally, we are super psyched to be announcing the launch of JRD TV. It is an online, interactive, ongoing fitness experience. It's not just a course, it's not just coaching. It's a lot of different things. It's gonna be available on your television, your tablet, your phone, your desktop to computer. So while we continue to put that together, there's a wait list linked up in the description below. If you wanna get on that wait list to find out more information about Jump Rope Dude TV, when it launches or when it's going to launch, click the link, put your email in there, and you will be notified. All right, dudes and dudettes, that is the end of today's video. We hope that you guys found this helpful. We always wanna thank you guys for your support. Remember, don't give up on yourself, be patient. I know that this might be the beginning of your jump rope journey, but just stay the course and keep doing the thing. My name's Dan. That's all the information I got for you guys today. Like I said, do the thing, and we'll see you on the next video.